Hey, greetings. At shaman-ra, also known as Dreamtree. How are you today? I'm I'm surviving, and yeah, it's raining. I just did my laundry, and as soon as I left the laundromat, it starts pouring rain on me, and of course, get my clothes wet. But no, that's not what I'm making a video of today. I had a little epiphany last night because I was asking myself a question. It's like, what turned me on to doing artwork and music to begin with? And it wasn't my original interest when I was about 5, 6, or 7 years old. What I really wanted to be was a marine biologist or some other similar scientist. I thought the idea of science and being outdoors and studying things like rocks, animals, or whatever was an intriguing idea. Right? Well, last night I thought about it and I figured out the exact moment in time this happened. This was in the fourth grade. I was in Minnesota. Um, in the fourth grade, I had my first real science class. And of course, the first day the teacher gives you the textbook, right? And this was a Friday, so we have a whole weekend before we return to school on Monday. And concerning I didn't own any video games yet, and didn't have anything else better to do, I ended up reading the entire textbook that night. Read every word, memorized all of it, understood quite a bit of it. And then when we returned to class on Monday, the teacher, you know, asked us a question that was from a really late chapter in the book and had to do with plate tectonics. And of course, nobody raised their hand, nobody knew anything about it, but I remember reading that chapter and having a great interest in it, so I raised my hand and went into about a 5-minute spiel about how plate tectonics work and even used my hands to demonstrate it. And the teacher flipped out on me. He's like, "How in the world did you know that?" And I told him, "Oh, I read the whole textbook over the weekend." And he's like, "Well, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah." And then I got sent to the principal's office. I basically got in trouble for learning faster than other people. So for the remainder of the year, every day, the teacher was not talking about something I didn't already know, so I was bored. Because they held me back from becoming intelligent, and I didn't want to pay attention to something I already knew, I occupied myself by doing other things. I started doodling all over my notebooks, etc. And I eventually started drawing little cartoon characters, naming them, and then redrawing them hundreds upon hundreds of times. And before I knew it, I was drawing little comic strips that had stories and that sort of thing. And that's how I got my start and interest in doing artwork, because I wasn't allowed to be intelligent. So, and I found that to be the case for pretty much the remainder of my schooling. That half the time these teachers are talking about shit I already know about because I already read the book, or I read other books that aren't the textbook about the subject, so I'm already well aware of all this stuff. So, because I don't want to listen to a person talk about something I already know about, I'm going to space out, not pay attention to him, and draw. And that's how I became the artist that I am today. Kind of wish I was a scientist, though, because I'd probably be making about 60 or 80 grand a year instead of like $300 to $400 a month. Anyways, that's basically the story. So, have a good one, everyone. Peace.